and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be showing you my reading stats for 2020. So at the moment I am currently using Goodreads. I have started using this year. I saw something a couple of months ago about it and I just wanted to go through my stats. I really love how it's done everything, so let's get to it. This is the front screen that we see, all of the information, so what you're currently reading, any recommendations if you've got any, and to be read pile if you've built one. I think this is just on their system rather than on everything, and then there's books that are on Storygraph, and then books that you go with are marked as owned. But the bit that I want to go to is my Storygraph, so if you go into the top corner you can see a little thing that says your Storygraph, and if you click in there it comes up with information about your stuff, and then again books that you've read, and it lists everything that you've put in there. But there's an option for stats, and that's what we're going to go into today. So currently we're on the 22nd of December and my reading goal is 50 books this year, but I've been saying it for a while, I don't think we're going to hit that. And we've got 41 books read, so that's 82% and 11,616 pages-ish. Obviously some of these are Kindle books, some of them have been read on my phone, and some of these are audiobooks, so give or take. And then we go into the actual books that we have read. So this is split by mood. I think the mood is chosen by yourself, if I'm right, and for me it looks like I definitely go more for adventurous, so 19 of my books have had adventurous as a mood included on them. And then we've got informative at 10, emotional at 9, reflective 8, dark 8, challenging 8, light-hearted 6. Clearly I've got like a good mix there. Mysterious 5, inspiring 3, 2 10s, 2 funny, 1 relaxing and 1 hopeful. Not great that there's only one hopeful book all year. And then we go on to the pace, so how well paced the book is. So I've had 6 that I've classed as slow paced this year, 20 as medium and 15 as fast. I think this is what I've classed it as, because when you finish reading the book it will ask you to put the pacing in that you think it is, and there we go. And then the page numbers. I've not done very well with over 500 pages, so I need to finish Audubon, which is 700 odd, and I'm also going to be reading this book next week. I think it's next week. Oh my god. And I need to read The Poppy War, so that'll go up slightly from 1, but not many. It looks like the majority of my books have been between 300 to 499, so I've had 22 books of that and 18 books at less than 300 pages. And to be fair, that makes sense. I've read quite a lot of short fiction, I've read quite a lot of young books this year, and I think the stats for ebooks is slightly off, so I'm going to take this with a pinch of salt. I don't think I've read that many over 500, but I think I've read more over 300, but we'll leave that. This year again we've had a split between fiction and non-fiction. I've read 27 fiction and 8 non-fiction, which doesn't seem to add up. I'm sure it's only 35 books. So some of my books have not come through and they've got no definition of fiction or non-fiction, but we'll roll with it. I think the majority of these books this year have been fiction. I've not done a lot of non-fiction reading, I've not done a lot of craft reading, I've not done a lot of sort of fact-based reading this year. There's been some, but not as much as in past years. I'm hoping next year to read maybe a few more non-fiction, but I've also got quite a lot of fiction books to get through, so that is going to be my main focus anyway. And then we move on to genres, which, oh my god, so fantasy is my biggest genre. Of 19 of my books are full within fantasy. Now I know this one is based on the genres that Storygraph gives it, but I'm confused why young adult is a genre, because that is definitely a category, not a genre, but we deal with it, we will deal with that. So we've got young adult at 10, romance at 6, and 4 historical, 4 contemporary, 3 to do with race, which makes sense because I read natives, why I'm no longer talking to white people about race, and white fragility. I can't remember the ending of that title. 3 science fiction, 3 politics, 2 business, 1 feminism, 1 thriller, 1 self-help, 1 poetry, 1 memoir, horror, history, autobiography and autobiography. I think some of these have mixed, so I think the autobiography and the memoir is the same book. So if we count them up, it's probably going to be more than 41. 41. Like, some of these obviously will mix, so I think some of the fantasy will fall under romance as well, and some of the science fiction probably fall under there, and some of these will probably also fall into the young adult section as well. This is the bit I'm excited for. So this is my total number of books and pages that I've read per month, the split. So in January we read 275 pages and 1 book. In February we read 2 pages, but that was only 373 pages. We read 2 books, but only 373 pages. In March we only read 1 book, and that was for a total of 361 pages. In April, which is when I started getting back into booktube, we read, I think it's 3 books at 857 pages. In May, I think it's 3 books as well. Yep, 3 books at 884 pages. So this is what I'm saying. If I had read consistently from January to March, I would have hit my 50 goal target right now. Because most months I'm reading on average I think it's about 4 books a month is what I'm averaging at roughly. So I would have got to 52, obviously, 1 book a week. In June I read 4, over 1,000 pages. I only read 664 pages in July, but managed to get through 4 books. I think those were the smaller books that I'd got around then. August I managed to finish 3, and again, just under 1,200 pages. I only managed to finish 3 books again in September, around 712. October 3 books, but more pages, so I got a bit more chunkier books to get through, so I was at 1,312, and that's when I read Once the Future Wishes by Alex E. Harrow, which is quite a chunky book. Now I've seen it in book form, I had it on my Kindle. I did not realise just quite how chunky that was. In November I finished 5 books, and that was at 1,253 pages, and so far in December we are at 9 books read, and we are at 2,607 pages, which is a lot. And I'm currently reading The Hogfather by Terry Pratchett. I have nearly finished Wild Magic by Tamara Pierce on ebook, so that'll be going on soon. I need to finish 1,000 Deaths of Arda Ben. I really want to finish that before the end of the year because I cannot take that into 2021. It's such a good book, and I can't believe I've not finished reading it yet, and it's just so frustrating that I've not actually finished reading it. Oh, apologies if the light from my light gets into my glasses. I think if we do that it doesn't. Just a side note. But yeah, I can't believe how many pages and how many books I've read in December. I think I might get to 45 books read. I've got Terry Pratchett, I've got Hogfather, Wild Magic, I need to read The Hogwarts, and Mistborn. So that's 4 books, which will take me to 45 books in total for December, for the year, and also like nearly 15 books in December. So next year we're going for 60 books, just because clearly I can do it if I sit down and read. This is what I find interesting. I didn't realise I rated books so highly. I thought I was more of a realistic reviewer, but clearly not, because I've not got any 1 star. There's nothing below 2 stars. I've only got 2 there. I've got 1 at 2.5, 6 at 3, 4 at 3.5, 1 at 3.75, 11 at 4, 5 at 4.5, and 11 at 5. So clearly I am, although my average is 3.99, I am clearly quite a high reviewer, but I think this is because I usually pick up books that I think I'm going to enjoy. I don't want to waste my time on books that I'm not going to enjoy, and I think this is why I've never branched out much with my reading. I find authors, I really like them, so I read them to death, which is why I've read Jurassic Park again this year, which is why I'm reading The Hogfather again this year, which is why I'm reading Mistborn again this year. So I don't tend to like pull myself out of that. So the fact that I've been trying to branch out and move around a little bit is it's been a good year, but that is pretty much all the stats that you get for Storograph. But what I like is you can click into these and it tells you all of the books that you've rated for that. But yeah, so you can flip back and forth. So I'm kind of curious to see books I've rated 2 stars. Oh, The Deathless Girls and One Day. So that is my reading stats for the year so far. I'm not going to do an updated one. I am hoping to do a best and worst of 2020. So the books that I really enjoyed this year. I'm thinking of doing 10 most most enjoyed books and 10 least enjoyed books, but I've not fully decided yet. It might just go to 5, it depends on how many I've got and what the ratings are and what I can remember about them. But no, I really enjoyed this. If you've had a look at your stats, where are you? Are you anywhere near me? Have you managed to hit your reading goal for the year? What's your average rating? If you've got Storygraph, let me know what your average rating is, because things like this just like, I love data, I love learning things. I have got 7, I think it's actually 8 books that I'm currently reading. I don't put Hogfather in here yet. But I like the fact that it logs everything. I like that it's an alternative to Goodreads as well. But yeah, let me know where you're going with it and how your reading's gone this year. I'd love to hear it. I'd absolutely love to hear how it's gone. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. And if you want to see more videos from myself, don't forget to hit subscribe. There's a new video out every single week and hopefully every single day until the end of December. I hope you're all well and you're all staying safe. And until next time, bye!